What is up, guys? My name is STIX, and if you don't already, follow me over on Twitter at ByteStix to stay updated with the latest MMO related news. For those of you that are new, Tales of Pirates was my very first MMORPG. I played it way back when I was a teenager, and it's what got me into the MMORPG genre. The game shut down a few years ago, which has left me feeling a little nostalgic. I did a video on a private server for the game called Pirates Online last year and saw that they were launching a new Fresh Start server this week. Naturally, I decided to jump in and see how the server was doing. So Tales of Pirates, or Pirates Online rather, since that is the private server I am playing on, is an anime MMORPG, a very open world anime inspired MMORPG that has a large emphasis on PvP and open world content like world bosses. There are 4 unique races to choose between: female human, male human, larger male human, and smaller female human. Each race has their own unique name: Phyllis, Lance, Carcis, and Amy. Each race also has unique classes associated with them. For example, Carcis, the large Asian samurai man fishing in the water, is capable of becoming a champion, the tank of the game. Whereas Phyllis, the sex appeal, can choose between Voyager, Cleric, Sealmaster, Sharpshooter, and Crusader. Lance, on the other hand, has the option of Voyager, Crusader, and Sharpshooter, whereas Amy can, like Phyllis, become a Sealmaster, Cleric, and Voyager. And I think that covers all the classes. Yeah. Now, in what seems to be a reoccurring theme in most anime MMORPGs, there really isn't all that much in the way of making one's avatar stand out, offering a few different hairstyles and faces to choose between. But that doesn't mean the game doesn't really have much customization. Outfits and hairstyles are actually a huge part of the game, having outfits from hundreds of video games, anime series, movies, and more. I have seen shit like an army of Iron Man, or would you call it an army of Iron Men? Well, several people all wearing Iron Man suits. I've seen Soul Reapers from Bleach. I've seen Naruto himself and Goku from Dragon Ball Z and more. It's actually kind of ridiculous, but in the holy shit, that's fucking amazing sense of the word. Since this was the launch of a new server, the game along with each of the zones were absolutely packed. Like, so much so that finding monsters to kill for my level was almost impossible. Players were partying out to take on monsters that were higher levels than they were in an attempt to level faster. I, on the other hand, opted to play alone, and I joined the ranks of all the other noobs that were taking on the game solo. This, resulted in the occasional death, and by occasional, I do mean that I couldn't really make it a few levels without dying to something new. But then, that is one of the things that I enjoy about the game. It's difficult. Very difficult. So difficult that until endgame, it's just better to party up with other players just to progress. Otherwise... yeah. Heed the words of the wise here, ladies and gents, for I have walked in the shoes of the noob for many a level. Combat and movement alike are all point and click, as in, you point where you want to move, you click monsters with your mouse key, and then you cycle through your skills that are assigned to the F keys like you would in any other tap target MMO. Although the combat doesn't really seem all that thrilling at low levels, the higher you get, the more skills you gain access to, the stronger you become, makes for much more tantalizing encounters. The game, unlike most MMORPGs in this day and age, lets you craft your character however you'd like. You get skill points and stat points that you can use to mold your character however you please. You can go full tank DPS or full DPS tank, you can be a tanky healer, you can go a healer that hits harder than an actual DPS does. It's actually quite preposterous, the kinds of things you can do with stat points in game. But, I mean, it just makes the game more fun. Back on the topic of classes, you're going to love this. Trust me. What you're seeing now is my normal state. This is a newbie. And this is what is known as a newbie that has ascended past a newbie. Or you can just call this your first real class. Oh what a useless advancement. You changed your clothes, so what? Just wait.
Has he really found a way to surpass an ascended newbie? Is that even possible?
You must be bluffing. I mean, what would that make him? Double ascended?
And this, oh fuck, I dropped my cane, is to go even further beyond!
So, upon obtaining level 10, you're given the option to advance to your first class quest. Then upon reaching level 40, players are given the ability to undergo a secondary class quest, providing access to new skills, weapons, and armor types. And yes, I really did need to take up that much of your time just to say that. As of writing this, I would like to point out that there are over 1,000 players playing the game concurrently right this minute. That is just slightly under half of what Bless Online's population is, and Bless Online just launched a month and a half ago. Yeah, so you can bet your ass this game is populated. Pirates Online also has increased XP and drop rates to make leveling and gearing easier. What this means is that the game itself is a populated anime MMORPG, possibly more populated than most anime MMOs still online right now, that is fun, engaging, and provides fans of the game a nostalgic trip down memory lane. Oh, and as for PvP, if you were paying attention, then you would have seen it going on the top right of the screen. PvP, at least instance PvP, takes the form of anywhere between 1v1 to 5v5 group fights. Other places like Demonic World and Dungeons pit players against each other in guild v guild battles, group battles, and more. You really have to experience it to understand how much fun can be had with it. So with that being said, come join Wiggy and I and reminisce over how the good old days of anime MMORPGs used to be. And with that, I am out. Peace.